Hi air signs, these are your general collective messages from now until April 15th, 2021. These are general and collective, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you feel like this reading does not apply to you or it doesn't resonate with you, it's probably not your message at this time, so please don't force it to resonate, okay? As always, I'll do themes for each of the air signs, that is one for Gemini, one for Libra and one for Aquarius. And then I'll do the tarot, which will be the general reading. So once you get your individual themes for your signs, you can apply that with the tarot so that you get a more accurate reading. All right, and then we'll do a general blessing from the gods and goddesses deck. Okay, let's get one theme for Gemini from now to April 15. Gemini, your theme is awaken. Card number one. Number one could be a significant number for you. So I feel like for you, Gemini, anywhere where you have been blinding yourself to certain aspects of your life or certain aspects of your personality, certain aspects of your environment, I think that this month you're going to be awakening to those. Okay, also you're being called upon by the universe to wake up to your higher potential, to wake up to the higher consciousness, to wake up to all the possibilities that you can have as an energetic being. All right, so I feel like this month, Gemini, you will benefit if you work with some kind of meditation practice or some kind of reflection activities. This will help you also to awaken to certain things in your life where you may have either been blinding yourself on purpose because they may be making you uncomfortable, or you could generally be unaware of certain things and which may now be trying to come into the front for your attention as well. Okay, so this month you'll experience that, Gemini. Let's look at one for Libra. Time out. Card number 32. So 32 might be a significant number for you. And Libra, for you, I think maybe it might be good for you to include some relaxation practices or some unwinding practices into your day-to-day life. Okay, so you need to take the time out. If you are overworking yourself, now either that is physically overworking yourself or even mentally overworking yourself with certain things in your life, Libra, it's time for you to take some time out and relax. Let go of your desire to know or a need to know what is going to happen next. Okay. Enjoy experiences in your life or interactions in your life simply for what they are, by being in the present moment. Okay, so if you are experiencing something joyful or something pure or something that lifts you as a person, lifts your soul, enjoy that thoroughly. Okay, don't put too many calculations to it, Libra. Okay, so take the time out and stay in the present moment as much as you can. All right, let's look at one for Aquarius. I'm going to give it one last shuffle, otherwise I'll pull. Let go, Aquarius. Card number 19, same as Aries and Virgo. So Aquarius, you are a fixed sign, which means that you have a constant need to know what is going to happen, because you fixate to things, to people, to situations in your life. Okay, you get fixated. You're a fixed sign. It's not it's the quality of a fixed sign, right? So it's difficult for you to stay in a state of flow. It's difficult for you to stay in a state of not knowing what is going to happen next. Although Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so typically they do have shock value attached to them, so they will want to do things offbeat, but generally going with the flow sometimes can be a little bit difficult for Aquarius. So this month, Aquarius, you're being advised to let go of any control issues that you may have. Okay, so if you feel like you need to be in control of things, or you need to wait for things to be perfect before you can do, or before you can take the next step, you need to let go of that illusion. All right, just go with the flow, enjoy things as they come to you. Try not to be dictating, or try not to dictate how things should pan out for you. Okay, this will help you a great deal. At the same time, you also don't overthink things if they are not required. All right, Aquarius, let's look at one moon message for Gemini. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So nice. So as you awaken to certain truths, certain things that are meant for you, certain things that may be hidden from you, or certain things that you may be hiding from, or maybe even certain emotions you may be hiding from towards somebody, there is a possibility for a new romantic cycle to begin for you. All right, Libra. Nice moon message. Let's get one for Gemini. Let's get one for Libra. Surrender to the divine. Libra, how beautiful is this? Take the time out, just relax, let go of your worries. Okay, let go of any stress, anxiety, anything that you may have. Don't need to carry the burdens. Surrender everything to the divine. Surrender your joy, your sorrow, your happiness, your sadness, everything to the divine. And you will see how easy it will become for you to start relaxing and start being in the present moment. Okay, Libra? Let's look at one for Aquarius. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Aquarius, what did I say? You're too fixated on things because you're a fixed sign. So you get fixated on things. In that process, you can sometimes lose vision of the bigger scheme of things. Okay, the bigger things that are at play by the universe for you in your favor. Okay, so when you let go, when you're able to let go of your need to be in control at all times, you'll be able to see the bigger picture. Okay, so go with the flow and look at the bigger picture. Let's get one thing you want to actively work on this month for Gemini. Krishna, how beautiful. And you got a new romantic cycle begins. How beautiful. So embody his qualities, Gemini. Okay, love is universal. A new romantic cycle, I know, can suggest with a partner of the opposite gender, but you can have a romance with God and you can have a romance with the universe. Okay, love is universal. It does not look to see whether you are we give it those colors, we give it those qualities. Okay, so but love is with your mother, with your father, with your siblings, with your friends, with your kids, with your partner, with yourself, with animals, with trees, with everything. Okay, and Krishna embodies all of that. He embodies that devotion, that purity, that childlike flavor to every interaction that he brings love to. Okay, so work on that this month, Gemini. This will also help you to awaken. Okay, let's get one for Libra. Chinnamasta. I don't know why so many are getting Chinnamasta. Pisces got it, Virgo got it, and then now you're getting it, Libra. So, any loss that you feel you may encounter, work on transmuting that loss to joy, to happiness, to love. Okay, and that will happen if you are able to surrender to the divine, surrender to the universe. Okay, because she is the goddess that transcends yourself and any aspects of loss or any aspects of grief that you may have. She transcends that to joy, to happiness, to bliss. Okay, so work on that, Libra. All right. So if you feel like by you relaxing you're going to lose something, or something might not get done, or you take too much stress or too much worry about certain things which you feel you are in charge of, or you need to do, or others need to do but they are not doing, etc., or whatever it may be in your case, surrender that outcome to the divine, and you will realize that you will have the ability to transmute any negative outcome into a positive one. Okay, let's look at one for Aquarius. Aquarius, Pran. You need to work on breath work, Aquarius. This will help you. It will help to ease anxiety. It will help to ease any stress or tension that you may feel in your body. Okay. This is the vital. Pran is the vital force of life. Okay. So be flexible and be creative. Know that breathing is something that we don't control. Pran is something that we don't control. You don't have to tell yourself that now I need to breathe in and now I need to breathe out. It's an automatic process, and that's what gives you life. That is your life force energy. Okay, this is flexible. Imagine if breathing was in our control. Someday we may be too consumed with work and we may think I don't have time to breathe, so let me not breathe right now for a while. Okay, thank God it's not in our control. This is what you're being advised to do, Aquarius. Let go of anything that you feel you are in control of, because in essence we are really not in control of anything. The universe is, so surrender that. Look at the bigger picture and work on your breath. Work on experiencing more life, more lightness, more energy, more creativity, more joy, more love with every breath that you're taking in. Okay, experience fullness in every breath that you're taking, Aquarius. All right, let's look at tarot. I'm looking at past. Wow. Two just flew out. Looking at the past energy, so you have the Nine of Athens and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so for air signs, you guys may have come to know something or learned something or found out something that may have caused you some anxiety in the past. Okay, it may have caused you to have sleepless nights. It may have caused you to have nightmares. It may have caused you to feel insecure, unsafe, and unprotected even. Okay, let me do clarifiers. Okay, you got the Queen of Athens. This is your energy as signs. Queen of Swords. Okay, it felt reversed. I'm going to leave it reversed. So there could have been some muddle thinking. There could have been some manipulation. There could have been some, on your part, could have been some manipulation or some muddle thinking or unclear thinking, or not feeling confident enough, not having clear communication that may have led to this. Not being truthful, that may have led to this this anxiety that you may have experienced. Three of Pentacles under the Page of Pentacles. Okay, this also fell reversed. I'm going to leave it reversed. So this could be work related. Maybe something at work went topsy-turvy for you and you found out, or you learned something new at work, or you felt like you don't have enough support at work related to your work, and that could have been the reason for any of this anxiety happening. You may have also felt a lack of guidance at some point in your past, okay, wherein you really needed the guidance, you really needed somebody to handhold you. Now this can be in any aspect of your life, and it may not have been there at that time, or there may have been lack of support, either that, or you may have not been open enough to taking support. That could have caused you all of this. Alright, but this is in the past, so let's see what your present energy is. King of Athames, your card, King of Swords, this is your present energy. So I think that you've probably come out of this now. You're feeling a lot more clear, a lot more grounded, a lot more calm also in state of mind. Able to strategize better, able to think more clearly, able to also speak more clearly. Let me do a clarifier. Knight of Chalices or Knight of Cups. Okay, I feel like also presently you are along with mental clarity, you're also experiencing emotional satisfaction. Okay, I wouldn't say fulfillment because it's a knight yet, it's not the king. So there is a fair amount of emotional satisfaction also that you're experiencing along with mental clarity. Okay, let me do one more clarifier. Okay, you got the Battle Wagon or the Chariot, this card for Cancer. So okay, this your present energy is moving ahead. You want to move ahead, but not only just with strategy and clear line of thought. And sometimes King of Swords can be a little cold also. But you are also wanting to balance the emotional aspect of your life or emotional side of your interactions or whatever you're doing, and you're wanting to move ahead. Okay. Also, I feel like you're feeling quite clear now in terms of overcoming obstacles in your life. So if there may have been something in the past that you may have either learned, or there may have been lack of guidance or lack of support, or people you thought you could count on were not there for you. Okay, you've overcome that, and I feel like you're now ready to overcome any more obstacles coming your way. But like you'll be doing it with more love, more compassion, more in a more gentle manner as well. Okay, you will also presently you will also be feeling more inspired, more creative as well. You may also feel the need to explore some aspects of art or something that stirs your imagination. Okay, nice present energy. Let's look at a potential outcome for you guys. Your cards are just flying out. Nine of Chalices, lovely. Nine of Cups. So wish fulfillments coming your way, air signs. Nice. So if there was any anxiety in the past, don't worry. As you clear your energy, you're going to be able to get the wishes that you want fulfilled. Okay. You're going to feel quite happy emotionally, quite happy with your emotional life, your home life, etc. Just make sure you don't become a little bit arrogant or a little bit me, myself and I in the process. Okay, let me get a clarifier. Three of Athames or Three of Swords. So I feel like if there could be some sadness. I don't know why now Three of Swords and Nine of Chalices have come together, because for some of you there could be some sadness or some grief or some disappointment that you may experience, and for some of you will have your wishes fulfilled. Okay, your desires fulfilled. Okay, Five of Athames, clarify for Three of Athames. Just take care that for you wanting your desires to get fulfilled or your wishes to be fulfilled, that you don't resort to anything which is deceitful. Okay, because that might potentially cause you grief or sorrow or sadness, or cause somebody else grief or sorrow or sadness. So the way I see it is that I'm seeing like there could be two outcomes depending on which direction you want to go into. You've also got the Chariot card here. Now Chariot is typically gets pulled in two different directions, okay? If you see the image, there are two horses. Typically this signifies two different directions that the charioteer is getting pulled in, okay? So it's up to you which direction you want to get or you want to steer your chariot in, or your path in, okay? Because the way I'm seeing it, there's two potential outcomes. Harvest, beautiful. Judgment card, okay? So clarify for Nine of Chalices. So the way I see it is, guys, there are two potential outcomes that can happen for you all air signs, okay? One is stay true, stay authentic, be truthful in your dealings with people, be truthful in your dialogue with yourself also. This is going to bring you your wish fulfillment, okay? Whatever your wishes are, you're going to be experiencing that, and that is going to be you're also going to know that that is Judgment is the card for angels calling, all right? So the divine intervention, okay? So that is going to happen. So that's going to be divinely placed in your life, okay? So depending on which direction you choose to move in, either this could happen, or you could experience some sorrow, grief, disappointment, heartbreak because of some manipulation or deceitful behavior or dominating behavior or mind games that either you may play with somebody or somebody else may play with you, okay? You may even deceive yourself with your own thought process or inner conflict with yourself, okay? So there could be two outcomes depending on which direction you choose to move into, but nothing heavy. Yes, this is a major arcana. So for the ones of you who work on this to move towards this, this will be a major life lesson for you guys. So and the ones for whom you realize that this is the outcome you're getting, now this can be because of either you don't let go of past anxiety or past fears, okay, or you still continue to do manipulative things, or you don't take support, or you feel like people are not supporting you. If you continue to stay in this negative energy, this might be the outcome for you. But this is also minor arcana, which means this can also be changed. You can change your energy at any time because your present energy is great. So you stay in this energy. This will help you to come here, okay? Air signs, let's get one blessing for you guys. Narsimha Dev is your blessing. Half man, half lion, avatar of Vishnu, okay? Protection from evil forces. See, you in the past also you've got the Nine of Swords, which is a feeling of being unprotected, or feeling of other people. Maybe some of you even have the evil eye on you. I don't know, like other people's energy is attacking you. So that all of that is represented by the Nine of Swords. So you're going to be protected from that. Ability to see God everywhere and in all things. Skillful sublimation of one's anger when it is not needed. So your present energy, like I said, is also going to be more of, you won't only be just more thought and strategy oriented, you'll also be more emotional about things, okay? So this is great. Keep staying in this energy flow of these two things. Strength and courage to defy conventional authority for truth and justice. Imagine, and you've got truth as a final card as well, okay? So you've got great blessings for you guys, air signs, in this month. So what I would recommend is, now that you know your individual themes, apply this tarot to your individual themes so that you can get a more accurate reading. And I hope that this helped you. Nothing heavy. It's beautiful now that you're the only element that has got two outcomes. So it's really dependent on your will and your choice in terms of which side you want to go to, which direction you want to move to. Okay, so you can, and you will actually see the ability that you have to manifest either one of those two depending on what you choose. Okay, and that gift the universe always gives to us. Alright, so I hope that this helped you guys. Air signs, that is Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, and you guys have a great rest of March, and I will see you again next month.